finally, we get to erase Star Trek Discovery from canon again. Hello, I am Mecca, and if you are a fan of this channel for a very long time, you'll know that we have already had countless discussions, debates, arguments, heated debates on whether or not Star Trek Discovery is canon or not, to the point where I said, I don't even care if it is. It's just not a good show. It's not a good show. These new shows are just not very good. They are not in the same tradition as the Star Trek I grew up with in the 90s, which I'm not going to play any clips of because I have the wrong thing set up for that. I will show you the article here, though. We know this. We know that since they went and branched off with a new license, they're only allowed to create a new version of it that has to be, 25% different. No, I'm not going to pull that up either, even though I probably should. Actually, I can. Oh, I can, because it's right there handy. Yes, it is. My whole 25% different screenshot from the Irish Star Trek convention when they were going in and redesigning a lot of just the ships. It's a legal note. It's a legal note for pretty much anything that they're putting on screen is, yes, because of the 25% different. That's just so that you can't take a product like a ship or a costume or a character design and make your money off of it when somebody else holds the licensing rights to it, like another writer, another production company. So this is all just legalese stuff as a way to kind of justify ignoring Star Trek Discovery, I think, at this point, which I think we already did anyway. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. This is actually some pretty good news. Thing is, they have said countless times in Star Trek Discovery, in season 4, there's a scene where evil Empress Philippa Georgiou, who eats, sentient beings like Saru's people, like crew members, to consume them, not in the fun giggity way either, to consume them as food and sustenance. What scene was that? It's in season 4. She's there talking to one of these robot interrogators and she keeps blinking at it. Well, they have revealed in that season, in that scene, and that's the one with David Cronenberg. No, I'm probably not going to edit that in because it's Christmas and you guys don't want to see a bunch of clips thrown in to edit on Christmas Eve. It all happened when the Romulan star exploded, which only happened in the JJ universe, in the JJ films. Why do I look like this? If you haven't been here in a while? Lost hair to chemo. Yes, I'm fighting it. If you'd like to help contribute, I have links. I have a GoFundMe. I have all kinds of things. I really, really appreciate you. And Star Trek Discovery. What people don't realize is that once you decanonize one, they're all related now. So what is this? We'll just skip ahead. In Lower Decks, the very tail end of Lower Decks, they say it's all from a different universe anyway, which you guys have seen on my video talking about the Dr. Bashir and Garak romance, which was always kind of annoying because, let's face it, Dr. Bashir was kind of creeped out by the advances from Garak. You don't have to go both ways, one way, either way, any way you don't want to, even in the future, and I'm tired of them trying to normalize everybody going every way that they want to go, because that's really putting a damper on my dating life anymore, or lack thereof. One of the things that people I see online, they kind of forget that Captain Pike and Spock, remember the I like science, that all came out of Star Trek Discovery season 2. The entire season was, oh yeah, like this wasn't an indication enough that there was a different universe. The I Like Science, they were all in season 2 as regular cast members. That means it decanonizes anything that was ever referenced in Star Trek Discovery, including 2 main actors who were literally they spun off Strange New Worlds as a reboot with this Pike and Spock, because it came from Discovery. So Strange New Worlds is no longer canon. Every property that they have that has anything to do with Discovery is not canon. So Lower Decks isn't canon. I'm tired of the argument. I'm really tired of the canon argument. I think the main fact for me is these shows are not very good. They're not challenging my intellectualism. They're not engaging. They are a bunch of flashy lights and things popping up to make you go, ooh, when you're on your cell phone. You're on your cell phone watching a streamer, and you look up because there's an explosion or there's a flash of light or something like that, you know? That's not Star Trek. That's not Star Trek at all.
Can't.
That's not either. That's the wrong commercial. And now they've used the final episode of Star Trek Lower Decks to make things right, which seems to confirm the Discovery takes place. Oh, seems to confirm. Sees it to confirm that it takes place in a different universe, separate from the main Star Trek Prime timeline. All right, I'm tired of them using Prime and Kelvin and all this. What do you have? You have different licenses. It is a television show. First and foremost, it is a television show. Yes, it has very highly intellectual properties sometimes, and some great debates, and some great moral and ethical debates on what would you do in this situation if you came across a bunch of aliens who don't respect your oh, wait. No, that's not something they did. Never mind. No, they tell the human crew about pronouns instead of see how an alien might react to, humanity being in and out of bed with everybody, apparently, on this. Isn't that what Discovery was? It was like a teenage romance where they're all crying and talking about their dating lives. I think that's more important than is it canon or not. It's just not quality enough to even care about at this point. They called you racist. They called you sexist. They called you homophobic. They called you every name under the sun with this property. And that is one of the main reasons why modern television is not worth paying for, in my opinion, at all. These streamers are not worth it. These television shows are not worth it. These writers are clearly just getting replaced by the AI that they were secretly using, in my opinion, allegedly. Allegedly, I can't prove it. Certainly, Picard Season 3 felt like it was written by AI. It felt like it was written by somebody who just went around all the YouTubers and said, what are your favorite parts of Star Trek? And they all said, well, some of them said the Star Trek 6, the movie, the Star Trek 6 movie. Some of them said this thing, some of them said that thing, and they threw it all together and they crapped out Star Trek Picard Season 3. I have read about this long enough, so it's good news if you actually care whether or not it's canon, even though these are from Giant Freaking Robot and Cosmic Book News. So take that with a grain of salt also. You're still going to have people argue online, so it's still not going to be a fun thing to talk about because people just want to argue. Is it canon? Is it not? Bottom line, not good in my opinion. What do you guys think? Will you have a Merry Christmas? Do you say Happy Holidays? Will I have a Merry Christmas at this point? This isn't good enough. This isn't good enough. Not good enough. I think I need a little bit more than just Star Trek Discovery being officially erased from canon in 2 articles. I want my money back, Star Trek Discovery. Everything I've spent on any Star Trek DVD, any Star Trek ticket to a convention, any autograph from an actor. I think I'm just over it. And
Civil War.
No. I don't have an end card. I'll see you guys in the next video, live stream, or wherever.
There's nothing more to do until their algorithm finishes. No, let them sleep. At that age, whatever they can get is golden.
Who are they? Them. Them? Yeah, them. There's only one of them there. Yeah, let them sleep. Who are they? Them. And who's that? That's them. That's them. Yes. Who are they? Them. I'm out of here until you tell me who they are. I told you, they're them. There's only one of them there. Which one? Them.
They're also awake.
Ugh.